Hey, what's going on, guys? SEO Clients from hell. Watch this. For anybody who's been watching my channel over the past, 3 or 4 years knows that I mention it every once in a while. I worked on Rikers Island. I was a correction officer for 7 years and then took the test and became a correction captain for the next 13 years. I worked on Rikers Island from January 1996 to October 1st, 2015. I got out about 2 months early for, for good time, right? I didn't use some vacation and some comp time, and I was able to get out about 2 months prior to my retirement, so that was really good. But one of the lessons that I learned in jail was respect. And it's just something that stuck with me. And I didn't really learn it from the other officers. I learned it from the inmates. And it was really crazy to see an inmate that had 5 bodies, meaning that he killed 5 people, walk into a cell with other inmates, accidentally bump him, and say, "Pardon me." Not "excuse me," not "watch out," but "pardon me." Pardon me. I just thought it was such an odd expression for somebody who disobeyed all the laws in society, but around his peers had the utmost respect. Because in jail, you never know what could happen. And taking that lesson, after a while, I started having extreme respect for other people. It's just something that came into me, I did the job, but the job wasn't inside me. What I mean by that is that, my screen name wasn't captain, with my shield number, 11, wait, what was it? 14851, no. What was my shield number? 14, shit, I forgot. 14851. That was my officer's number. 1148. 1148. They were similar. For some reason, they were similar. But see, that's what I mean. The job wasn't inside me. I wasn't a correction officer 24 hours a day. When I took my shield off and I went home, I was, whatever I was, Brett Milletta, and but I did have a level of respect for people. That's a lesson that I learned. Anybody who's been watching my channel over the past, 3 or 4 years knows that I mention it every once in a while. I worked on Rikers Island. I was a correction officer for 7 years and then took the test and became a correction captain for the next 13 years. I worked on Rikers Island from January 1996 to October 1st, 2015. I got out about 2 months early for, for good time, right? I didn't use some vacation and some comp time, and I was able to get out about 2 months prior to my retirement, so that was really good. But one of the lessons that I learned in jail was respect. And it's just something that stuck with me. And I didn't really learn it from the other officers. I learned it from the inmates. And it was really crazy to see an inmate that had 5 bodies, meaning that he killed 5 people, walk into a cell with other inmates, accidentally bump him, and say, "Pardon me." Not "excuse me," not "watch out," but "pardon me." Pardon me. I just thought it was such an odd expression for somebody who disobeyed all the laws in society, but around his peers had the utmost respect. Because in jail, you never know what could happen. And taking that lesson, after a while, I started having extreme respect for other people. It's just something that came into me, I did the job, but the job wasn't inside me. What I mean by that is that, my screen name wasn't captain, with my shield number, 11, wait, what was it? 14851, no. What was my shield number? 14, shit, I forgot. 14851. That was my office's number. 1148. 1148. They were similar. For some reason, they were similar. But see, that's what I mean. The job wasn't inside me. I wasn't a correction officer 24 hours a day. When I took my shield off and I went home, I was, whatever I was, Brett Milletta, But I did have a level of respect for people. That's a lesson that I learned. With that level of respect, I use that level of respect wherever I go. So if I go out to eat, I am going to treat the server even better than the person that I'm with. I'm going to say please, I'm going to say excuse me, I'm going to say thank you, and I'm always going to over tip. Always. It's just a level of respect I have for somebody doing even what is sometimes could be, the simplest of jobs. I'm sure being a server is not a very easy job, but I have that level of respect for a professional. So people who know me well know that, I've had 9 knee operations. I have the same respect for the doctor. The doctor tells me what he's going to do. I ask 1 or 2 or 3 questions, or as many questions as I need, and then we proceed on with the surgery. Right? It's just something we do. I only pick a professional that I like and I trust. Right? I don't just come out of nowhere and go through Google and just pick anybody who takes my insurance plan and decide to have a knee replacement with that person. I take somebody that I like and somebody that I trust, and then from that point on, they're the professional. I guess another example I could use as a server, I don't sit down at a table, ignore the server, look at my phone, and when they say, what would you like? I say, you're the professional, bring me something. And if I like it, I'll pay for it. I don't disrespect people. Okay, so where am I going with this? Where am I going with this, right? I'm very choosy in regards to the clients that I take on. I have enough clients, right? And thank God. Thank God. It's because I do a good job. I think because 1, because people like me, 2, because people trust me, and 3, I got to bring the results, right? That's the most important thing. I have to bring the results. But I'm not going to get to the results part unless you like and trust me. If you don't like and trust me, I'll never get to the results part. But I have about 20 some odd clients. And I get anywhere between 3 and 5 requests from people who want me to work with them. So, for example, I had a woman last week saying during the interview, while I was asking her some questions, and she was asking me questions, well, I'm giving you X amount. What are you going to do for me? She's giving me X amount. What am I going to do for her? The next thing she heard was click. That's what I'm going to do. Right? That's what I'm going to do. Just because you have the ability to pay does not mean that you're going to put me behind the 8 ball. Or, whatever you do, if you make cabinets or you're a lawyer, right? You're going to be spoken to with the same level of respect that you give. And look, every conversation you have with me doesn't have to be respectful. And to the point where, but I know where somebody's coming from. I don't have to sell my services. Most good SEOs, most good cabinet makers, most good lawyers, most good breast doctors don't have to sell their services. People know that that's the person that they want to do the job, right? And it's okay to ask me any questions you want, even questions that you're really not sure about. I'm trying not to say but, don't ask me questions that put me behind the 8 ball. What are you going to do for me? What am I going to do for you? I'm not going to do nothing for you. Get lost. I really mean that. Really, really mean that. every single one of my clients, I have to say, are gentlemen or ladies. You know, if your SEO is not doing the job, your cabinet maker, your lawyer is not doing the job within 90 days, make sure in the agreement you could get out of it. Make sure there's a clause where you could say you could get out of it at any time, right? If I can't rank your website in 90 days, most times I'm able to rank in 60 days. But if I can't rank you in 90 days, we're wasting each other's time. Because why would I want to get a phone call from you every single day? There's other things that I want to do. There's other things that you want to do, right? I only pick clients that I like to work with and that I see a set of keywords and I go, okay, here's the plan. This is going to work. And I take them. There's some people, like if you're a DUI lawyer in Manhattan and you only have $500 to spend, I can't take you. I can't take you. Maybe somebody from another country could take you. The $500, the money, the exchange is different, and you could abuse them, right? And you could yell at them. But that doesn't necessarily work for me. I'm not speaking to anybody right here. I'm just telling you how I work, right? I created my first video only to help people. It took me 5 years to create a YouTube channel because I was afraid to get on camera. It took me 5 years. Actually, I put up a couple of videos and they were so terrible. In fact, this one may be terrible, but they were so terrible that I had to take them down. I had to take the videos down. They were awful. And then it took me 5 years. I never thought I could get clients from YouTube. I only created my first maybe couple of videos because I wanted to help people. I don't have a course that you could buy later on, right? Everything that I know, I give you on my YouTube videos. So you have two choices. You could continue to watch my videos. I always promote Ruan Marino. I always promote Chris Palmer. I always promote Darrin from Retail SEO. You could watch my videos, you could watch their videos, and you could do it yourself. If you're like 80% of the way there, our videos could get you to 100%, right? Oh, I'm missing that. I'm missing a location page. Oh, I didn't know anything about backlinks. Oh, okay, that's what we do at Google News. Okay, those were good videos. But if you're starting off from zero, absolute zero, you have a website that somebody designed, and now you're trying to do all this. I have a staff of 4 other people that help me. I don't want to say it's impossible, but it's almost impossible to run your business, run your accounting, run any problems that happen, and also try to rank in the Google 3-pack. So that's the reason why you hire a professional like myself and the other people that I mentioned. I'd have to say that those are probably, in my opinion, the best people that you could work with. They're stand-up people, they're good people, and they'll try to help you. I don't know if Chris Palmer does, I think he said, we did an interview the other day, I don't think he takes on client work anymore. He doesn't do client work anymore, I don't believe, but reach out to him just in case you want to use him. But, Ruan Marino, Darrin from Retail, I know definitely does client work, and I do client work. Right? But you have to like and trust the person before you work with them. I will never, ever, ever, ever work with a husband and wife team. Never. I'll never, ever do it. Why is that? Why is that? Anybody that does cabinets, lawyer, anybody that does anything, when you deal with a husband and wife team, for some reason, the husband has to show the wife how macho they are. And I know there are people out there going, oh, snap, wow. Wow. That guy, yeah, he's right. For some reason, somebody pays for it. Either it comes out of the house, the business account, I don't know. The husband stays away from it. The wife project manages the project. And then the husband has to come in like gangbusters to solve the problem. Big man's gonna solve the problem. But big man solves the SEO problem. He solves the construction problem. He solves the lawyer problem. Here I come to save the day. You know? I'll never deal with a husband and wife team. If you're a husband and wife team that run a business, I'm not your guy. I'm telling you right now, I'm not your guy. I'm not your guy, right? And the other thing is that whoever signs the agreement, I have a very casual agreement. You can get out of it whenever you want. I could let you go whenever I want. But whoever signs the agreement, that's the person I work with. I don't work with somebody else. And just because you have the ability to pay doesn't necessarily mean that you're the best project manager. Because you have the $5,000 or $10,000 doesn't necessarily all of a sudden give you superpowers that you're the best person to give instruction. I get instructions like they want the site to be dynamic. When I ask them what that means, what does it mean to you? They don't know. Or they want it to pop. That's probably one of my favorites. They want the site to pop more. Or they want me to do the SEO on their website, but they won't let me touch their Google My Business. Or they want me to do the SEO on their site, but they won't let me touch their website. I've had that. I don't take people's money, right? I don't take people's money. If I can't work with you, I'll give you advice for free. I'll email you. I'll get on a brief phone call with you. I'll create a video of something that you want. But once you work, at least with me, I don't know how the other guys that I mentioned work, but once you work with me, you let me know what your issues are, and you let me do my thing. All my clients that let me do my thing, they're all ranking. All clients that wanted to micromanage me and wanted things to pop, and I had to get the hero on the phone, for some reason, none of those projects went anywhere. We just spun our wheels. That's all we did. All we did was spin our wheels. And I'm very good at detecting that in the beginning. I'm very good. I've had my SEO business, my website design business for 25 years. You know? So I'm very good at detecting. I could basically, if you have a foul mouth when you're calling me, or the first question you ask or you email is how much, how much is it? I don't even answer those emails. I just delete them. Or somebody says, I've been watching your videos for a while. What could you do for me? If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know what I do. I don't sell my services. I don't know how else to say it. I always use this expression, you're not putting me behind the eight ball. Well, this is what I could do for you. I could do this. I don't need to do that. I have my 20 clients. I'd like to bring it up to 50. If I don't, oh well, that's fine. I'm okay. I receive a pension from the New York City Department of Correction for the rest of my life. I just got to keep living. That's it. So, I'm okay, and I have my clients, and I enjoy doing this. I love it. I love doing this, But we got to work on some level of respect. Just because you paid me doesn't mean you could talk to me like that's the thing I don't get. That's the thing I really don't get. Like, if you paid me what I consider a lot of money, why would you want to abuse the person that you gave that money to do your work? Why would you tell a waiter something really nasty when they're controlling your food? I don't get it. To show off? So anyway, I guess, the title of this video is really how to be a good client. How to be a good client. I guess the only way that I could possibly explain it is treat the person that you hired as your family member, right? Make believe that that's your family member. How would you speak to them? I guess some people speak to their family nasty, but there's somebody in your family that doesn't tolerate that. Make like you're talking to that person. Talk with respect. If you don't get results in 90 days, in 3 months, look at your agreement, see that there's an exit clause, and just get out. Whether it's with me, whether it's with Ruan, whether it's with Chase Rayner or Chris Palmer or Darrin Marion, any of the top SEOs, if you're not receiving, if you're not going in the right direction, after 90 days, it's time to get out. Right? Make sure you're getting a report each month. Make sure that the people that you hire are answering their emails in a timely fashion. Timely fashion? I don't know, within an hour or two. Is that fair? You have a question? You know, by day's end, you should get an answer. You shouldn't have to send 5 emails or phone calls and chase the person. You know, you shouldn't have to call the person 5 or 10 times for them to get back to you. If it's not going in that direction, just pull the contract, pull the agreement. Real simple. But one thing that I do, and the other guys are great, is that I have respect for people. If you send me an email, I'm going to send you one back. If you have an issue, you could personally get on the phone. All my clients have my cell phone number, so you could text me. Real simple. But just because you gave me money to start your project does not mean that you could abuse me. Go abuse somebody else. You're not abusing me. I'm telling you that because, like, for me, my personality is that, like, I'll just keep moving back. You know what I mean? I'll just keep moving back. But then eventually you get to a point where you can't move back anymore. Like the wall's behind you. There's nowhere else you could go but forward. Right? And almost always it has nothing to do about the project. And I know that well enough from doing this for over 25 years. It has more to do about somebody showing their dominance over you. And I'll play that game for a while. I'll play that game. Yeah, you're the alpha, whatever. Yep, I'll do, no problem. I just want the job done. I don't really care, who's in charge, right? But there comes a time where enough's enough, right? So I guess what I'm saying is that if you want to work with any SEO, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Be respectful, treat them well, have a level of expectations, like somewhere between 60 and 90 days, we should be here. And if not, look in your agreement and see if you could get out of it. And then get out of the agreement and just move on. If you're not in that financial position to pay for a project, well, I created probably close to 100 videos. I know Ruan has created over 100 videos. Chris Palmer, Darrin, Chase Rayner probably did 1,000 videos. Holly Starks, right? Watch their videos, put something together, get a little team together and do your project. But if you're going to hire somebody, that person, you have to have a level of respect for that person. That person should have the same level of respect for you, if not more. I said in my last video, 51-49, meaning that I'm going to give you 51% of my respect. Just give me 49 back. That's all. I'm not trying to do a 50-50 split. It's not necessary. 51-49. It's okay for you to get angry once in a while. For you not to understand something, fine. I'm on your side. I'll always overdo for you. I'll always do more for you. You buy me a beer, I'll buy you a beer and a shot. That's just how it goes. I'll always do more for you. You can't outdo me. You can't outdo me. And I'm sure with the other guys that I mentioned, you can't outdo them also because they're really good guys and girls, right? You got to have that level of respect, right? So the next time you hire your cabinet guy, and the next time you hire your lawyer or your SEO guy, don't be a bully. It's just not going to work out, right? And just because you have the money to pay doesn't mean that you're the best project manager. That doesn't automatically make you the best project manager because you had the ability to pay. So you listen to your SEO, you ask all your questions, and then you let your SEO run with it. And if after 90 days he's not doing his job or she's not doing her job, you pull the agreement and you move on. That's it. Simple. Very, very simple. All right. So with that being said, I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by March 1st. Right? I think I got about 13 days left. I have almost 4,000 subscribers. I'm giving away this book. This book really helped me with YouTube. See how fluent I am with my personality? It's because of this book, Secrets, YouTube Secrets 2020. Right? So I'm giving this book away. I'm also going to write a little message inside for you. I'm just going to give it to one person. Just say I subscribed in the comments down below. Just say I subscribed. And I am going to give this book away. And I am also going to put a message inside. Okay, guys. So with that being said, I hope I didn't bum anybody out. But I really want you to get the most out of the person that you hire. If you hire an SEO, I want you to get the most out of that person or that team, that company. I want you to get, and that's how you get the most out of it. Give them respect, and they're going to give you respect back. And you're going to hit the top of the SERPs. I guarantee that. Guys, have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.